Hey, what's going on, guys? Pt.3 here, and welcome back to another Minecraft modding tutorial part of our mini-series, which is creating a container. In this video, we are going to be creating the GUI, the GUI handler, and the GUI texture, and maybe the model, depending on how far we get. So let's get started. Firstly, in the last video, I forgot to create the tile entity handler. So inside of handlers, you want to create a new class, and you want to call it tile entity handler. Click finish. Inside of this, we need to do a public static void register tile entities. Oh, what just happened? Tile entities. Inside of this, we're going to do a simple game registry dot register tile entity tile entity silver chest dot class, and for the key, we're going to do new resource location reference dot mod id, no, not MC version, mod id plus colon silver underscore chest, and that's that. And obviously we need to register this tile entity handler, and we're going to do that inside of block register. In here, tile entity handler dot register tile entities, and that that is that. So now we're going to create the GUI and the GUI handler. So inside of our silver chest package, we're going to create a new class and call it GUI silver chest. Click finish, and this is going to extend GUI container. And inside of here, we want a private static final resource location GUI underscore silver underscore chest is equal to a new resource location reference dot mod id plus colon textures slash GUI slash silver underscore chest dot png. Then we want a private final inventory player inv. Then we want a private final tile entity silver chest TE. Then we're going to want to create our constructor. Inside of our parameters, we want inventory player inv tile entity silver chest chest inv, and entity player player. Now inside of here you want to put super off of new container silver chest player inv chest inv player. Then you want to do this dot player inv is equal to player inv, and then you want to do this dot te is equal chest inv. Finally, we want this dot x size is equal to, and this dot y size is equal to, and we're going to leave them blank for the moment. Now we want to draw the background and the foreground. So draw GUI container background layer. Inside here we want to do GL state manager dot color 1.0f 1.0f 1.0f. I didn't mean to put two O's. Then you want to do this dot mc dot get texture manager dot bind texture GUI silver chest. Then you want to do this dot draw textured modal rect. This dot GUI left. The Y chord is this dot GUI top. Text of sprite is 0. Width is 0. This dot X size. This dot Y size. Now we want to draw the foreground, so draw GUI container foreground layer. Inside of this we want to do this dot font renderer dot draw string, this dot te dot get display name dot get unformatted text. For the X we put 8, for the Y we put 6, and for the color we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Then we need another this dot font renderer dot draw string, this dot player inv dot get display name dot get unformatted text. For the X we're going to put 8. For the Y is this dot Y size -92, and for the color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Obviously you might have to change this value if you this value, and these values you might have to change depending on your GUI. And these zeros here you can change to any decimal number. So if you go on to math is fun decimal colors, not math is fin, math is fun. Right here you can change these around. So say you wanted it to be pretty pink, I don't know why you want it to be that color, but you can just copy this decimal and you would just paste it with one of these. So this is your tile entity's name, and this is Minecraft's tile entity name, just so you know. Now we need to do the X size and the Y size. So first, before you can actually do this, you're going to need to create your GUI texture. Now, luckily, I already have mine. So I'm just going to create our folder. So in textures, we want a new package and call it .gui.container, I think. Not container, we don't need .container. Textures.gui. We can actually see right there. And click finish. Inside of here, you want to put your GUI thingy. So there we go. Mine is now in there. And you need to just name this silver_chest. So whatever you have put here, and obviously it needs to be a .png, which mine is. So now to figure out the X and the Y size, you want to open it in Paint.net or your chosen editor. And firstly, to get the X, we need to go along to here. And if you look down here, this is the position of the cursor. So you just want to put it right here, so where it ends on the X. And for me, that is 175. So I would go into Eclipse, and for the X size, I put 175. Obviously, you put that to whatever yours is. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom on the same line, you should find this. So go down to the corner down here, and mine is 221. So I'm going to go back into Eclipse and put 221. And there you go. So I'm going to close that now, because we are done with that. Now we're also done with this class. So now we're going to need the GUI handler. So in come out of there now. In util.handlers, we're going to create a new class and call it GUI handler. Like that. Now, in the GUI handler, you're going to want to implement, which we don't normally do with handlers, but we're going to implement iGUI handler, which saves a lot of the work. Now we're going inside of here, we're going to do get server GUI element, and you're going to want to do get client GUI element, and you want to do public static void register GUIs, and do like that. Now, inside of these, firstly you want to get rid of these contents here. You want to put if ID is equal to reference dot GUI silver chest, then you're going to want to return new container silver shell load container silver chest player dot inventory, open some brackets for the next one, and you're going to want to do tile entity silver chest inside the brackets. That's tile entity silver chest, and on the outside, world dot get tile entity new block pos, good lord, pos x comma y comma z, and yeah, player, and import block pos, and below you want to return null. Now you want to copy this whole thing and paste it into the client. We've got a few things to change. So instead of container silver chest, we need to change this to GUI silver chest, and import those. And I think that's it. So obviously now we need to go ahead and register the GUI handler. So we do that inside of registry handler. So go into registry handler, and inside of init registries, which we have down here, the first thing you need to have is client registry dot bind tile entity special renderer tile entity silver chest, tile entity silver chest dot class. For the special renderer, you want to do new render silver wait, this is wrong. No, not render silverfish. Okay, render silver. Oh no, not silver. Render silver chest. Now I actually didn't mean to do this yet. But so inside of init registries, you need to do network registry dot instance dot register GUI handler tutorial mod dot instance new GUI handler, like that. So what you want to do with this, I think we need to put it in here, like that, and obviously we just need to comment it out, just like that, because we're not going to get started on that this episode. Actually, we could. Let's think, what do we need to do? So we need to create the model class. Yeah, so we can do that, I think. Yeah, okay, so what you want to do is you want to go ahead and install the tabular mod with iChan util. You want to go in there and you want to create your model class. No, you want to create your model and then export it as a Java class. And you should receive, wait, let me just find where I'm going to put it. So silver chest. So you should receive something like this, and make sure it's called model and then your chest name. And inside of here you need to extend model base. You need to make sure it's side only and side.client. You got the constructor, and obviously these are the texture heights and all of these different things. And then you need to render all, so which is a custom method you'll need to make, and basically it's these, and you render them at these angles is basically what you do. So yeah, that's that. And we can probably do the render class too, because that's not too difficult. So new class, and we're going to call this render render silver chest, and this needs to extend tile entity special renderer tile entity silver chest. I know this is kind of long, guys, but we're almost done. And then here you need to do private static final resource location, all capitals texture equals a new resource location. And here you need to do reference dot mod id plus, and then colon textures / blocks / silver underscore chest dot png, like that. And you also need to do private final, not privater, just private final model silver chest model equals a new model silver chest. Now we got a little big method to add, which is called render. So you can paste this from the description. It basically handles all the destroy stages for the blocks, and it will just translate that, scale it, and put it all together for you. Otherwise you would probably have a lot of issues. And if you didn't know, the destroy stages are basically the cracks which appear on the blocks when you start to destroy them. So yeah, that's basically all done for you. Now you can go back into registry handler and uncomment this and import render silver chest, and we're done. Oh, you need to make sure you have the texture. So if you go into close that, go into source main resources, tutorial mod, textures, blocks, and make sure you have silver underscore chest, not silver block, silver underscore chest dot png. I've renamed it layout. Let me change that to just silver underscore chest, and there you go. That's my chest texture, and you should have got that from the tabular. So I think I'm not certain, but if I am right, I think we are done. We need to do the lang, of course, so let's just do that real quick. And we need to do tile dot silver underscore chest dot name equal to silver chest, and that's that done. Now we just need to create the item model. So one issue that there is with this is basically you can't, it's very tricky to actually have a item model because it's an entity block animated and not JSON. So kind of what you need to do, you need to go assets, Minecraft, models, item. Actually first we're going to check if the chest has a block state. So obviously if you go into chest, you should see there's no block state, and if you go into models block, there should also be no chest block state. Let's just check. Yeah, so there's no chest block state, there's no block state or anything like that. However, if you go into item and go ahead and check the chest, which is, where is it? Chest. We have this. Now, yeah. Item / shulker box. Let's have a look at how shulker box does it. So go down to S P R S A shulker box. So yeah, we basically need a built-in entity. So you can go up to the top, collapse this tree, and basically create a new untitled text file. Paste in this, it will be in the description if you don't have access to the Minecraft files, and save that. Tutorial mod, source, main, resources, assets, tutorial mod, models, item, and just call it silver underscore chest dot JSON. Okay, close that, and if we reopen it, should see it's all there. And I think that is it, but I'm going to go back into our silver chest class and see if I can get this to stop erroring, because it's not happy with this and I don't know why. Let me try and declare iBlock state 1. I don't know. It's not applicable for the argument. Oh, so it's looking for iInventory. So if I set this to if I set this to tile entity dot if I just rename it to state, like Control X, Control V. Should we make sure we have? I think there's only one inventory helper, but I will check. I know. So we're just gonna run the game with this error. Proceed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the game. Alright, so guys, we just got into the game, and as you can see, yeah, we're still in this world. I haven't created a new world yet. I haven't had the chance. Oops, I didn't mean to go full screen. Let's come out of that. Just put it like that. There you go. So we have the chest. We don't have an item model, but obviously you can create just an item model for it. Because that didn't work for me. Don't know why. So obviously that's that. Oh, bums. Yeah, we still have this error, but I think that should go away. It went away for me before. So I just got into the game, guys, and I have changed something. So I've got it to work as a chest. You can place it down. We'll check that you can store items in it, and you can just place them in. You can place them like that. You can shift click them out. All these things. You can leave the game, join back, and the items are still in the chest. You should. Okay, when you break the chest, that doesn't work. I can fix that because I know how to do that now. After checking some Minecraft code, and to fix the model, what you need to do is go into your registry handler, and where it says on model register, you need to add tutorialmod.proxy.register item renderer and that, and then you can have where is it? Silver chest. It's just normal item generated, and then obviously the texture goes in items, not blocks. So silver chest, there it is. That's basically how I did that. There are other ways, but well, we won't go over those. What was I gonna fix? Oh yeah, the thingy. So by going to silver chest, so I need to change this to tile entity. There you go. That's all it needed to be, and that will just fix that. So now if I run the game again, so oh yeah, I'll see you guys back in the game. Right, so guys, now if you place down the chest, right click it, put some items in, just spread them around or whatever, break the chest, they'll drop out. See you guys in the next video. Bye guys.